What the fuck does intention actually mean? Let's talk about it. Hello, my beautiful angels. I swear, every time I start talking, my mouth is just like, let's make every smacking sound possible. So, welcome back to my channel. I use this channel to talk to myself with you in hopes I can learn a little bit more about myself. And if you learn a little bit about you in the process, it's incredible. Hope you're all doing well today. I feel I love my little arm because it makes me feel like a radio DJ. And when I move it around like this, I go, hey, now tell me about the. Anyway, what the fuck does intention actually mean? Like, truly, like, we can look up the word, I can understand what it means uh, in context, but what does it actually mean? I've been thinking a lot about this recently because I'm in this part of my life where I'm really trying to discover what it is that I want out of my life and what it is that I want to do with my life, I am so antsy. I can't sit still. I'm in this place in my life, obviously, where I'm trying to really get clear about what I want and answer that question for myself now. And without getting too far ahead of myself, I recognize and understand that this is an answer that will always change and can always change. And so to have definitive vision now is great. And I want to be open and flexible enough to remember that that can change. And that is also great. But I go on YouTube, and I look up all of these in videos about setting intentions, and my TikTok and Instagram algorithms are full of people who are spiritually minded talking about setting intentions or being intentional. I mean, even that word of like dating apps, I date with intention, there's so much usage of that word intention that for me, it's getting lost on me, maybe. And anytime I watch these things, particularly with the spiritual ones, anytime I watch these videos that talk about intention, I always get hung up on how complex and simple it is. It is simple, right? Dr. Joe Dispenza, cool guy, describes intention as getting clear on what you want. So that's why I use that phrase. And it's simple. You want to live with intention, get clear on what you want, and then do things that propel you to that want. But it's not easy, right? Because then there's that question, the larger and glaring question of, oh, what do I want? And especially from where I'm at in my perspective, is that for so long I've had such a clear vision of what I want. And now that vision it's almost like a funhouse mirror in a way, because it is still kind of the same vision, but it's warped. It's sort of altered now, and it's not altered in like a bad way, like oh no, but just altered in a it's just kind of different as I grow now. And I think part of that is realizing that there are so many parts of my life that I also had passion for, and those are also starting to bloom a little bit more than the one that I've been committed to for so long. But all of that then creates this confusion for me, or this lack of clarity, because I want so many different things. So getting clear on what I want is actually the hardest part. And maybe that's true for you, but getting clarity, it's always in the self, right? It's journaling, meditating, self-reflection, introspection, talking with people. And so I was kind of like sitting here thinking about what is my sort of goal with this video? What is the information that I want to either communicate and inspire myself when I watch this back, and you when you watch this, because you will. Yeah. even the people who I look to who give like sort of concrete answers about how to do this, they don't have a sort of concrete answer. They have answers, and those answers are get clear on what you want and be introspective and journal and meditate and take this time to do the introspective mining for the things and the little gold nuggets for you and for me. And where I sort of burr up against that too is the feeling of rigidity versus flexibility. Sometimes I feel like if it's like, yeah, I'm clear about what I want and I have this vision, I can feel myself be rigid about that and not let anything outside of it propel me or move me, because if it's not this, then, and that's my sort of black white polarizing thinking. But in reality, I do just want to be flexible. I want to be fluid, because like a piece of glass is clear, but it's also very brittle and can break very easily unless it's tempered. But also, there's like plexi and plexiglass and all this other stuff that is still clear, but it can be has a higher breaking point. And so, the theme that I want to get to this video is it has to start with believing in myself, believing in what I set for myself I can do and what I can apply. Not even judgmental thoughts are ablaze right now because I have. And the biggest judgmental thought that I have is I have no business talking about getting clear on what people want or getting clear on what you want. You got to get clear on what you want when I don't know. Or the things that I want feel unattainable, not in an impossible way of I want to grow 20-foot angel wings. I mean, that'd be cool. But unattainable because they're just not quantifiable. I think I want, but even this actually it is quantifiable because what I want is to live a fulfilling and enriching life with art and inspiration and entertainment. Yeah. And so yes, getting clear on that, and I think where I get stuck on it is my own rigid thinking, in that the things that I want or the things that I want to be clear on what I want have to be actionable. I want blank job. I want blank blank. But I mean, and I joke about that with my friends a lot because I have a friend who's just frustratingly and hilariously good at manifestation. They have that sauce about them. And so I joke with them a lot about maybe being more specific with the universe when they manifest, because the universe always gives them the things that they want. And sometimes they're just not specific enough about it. And it is something that ultimately is painful. But maybe that's also always the right thing because it was the universe listening. But I think because part of the process with this and the process of just discovery of the self, and honestly with like where I want to see the world existing right now, is that it is so much more community oriented and community focused. So it is so much more of here I am sharing my journey with you of getting clear on what I want. I'm not someone who has done it and manifested a Lamborghini, two Lamborghinis, 77 Lamborghinis, but I am in this process. And so I want it to be much more collaborative, community, compassionate, certainly, and also fluid and flexible to know that, yeah, okay, hey, this is something that worked for me. The journaling worked for me. This video journal works for me because here is a place where I can say my intentions out loud to people, to the universe, to then say, I am an artist. I live creating art. I help people. and I am an honest and compassionate person. And so it is. That was okay. Sidebar. This is actually something I did learn that was really cool. So, all of the all of this intention, all of getting clear on what you want, all of the belief, and all of the swapping from waiting for the external to inform the internal, and then having the internal inform the external, having the I am an artist. And by saying that, then I start to live and move and walk through the world like an artist. It's like if you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am beautiful, you're going to feel a little better about yourself. I feel a little better about myself when I do that, regardless of if I actually believe it when I'm saying it. Regardless of that, I truly just say it a few times and then I feel even an iota, a tiny little morsel better. And that's huge because it's better than nothing. And a small change is still a small change. But the so it is, by saying this thing that I want to be and ending the phrase by uttering the words, so it is, I put it out into the universe as this is something that does exist and is now. It isn't a wish. It isn't a dream that I am pushing off or something that I hope to be one day. It is, no, I am this right now. I am this. And so it is. And just, I think the most potent thing for me right now in this moment is prioritizing the belief and catching myself and reframing anytime I don't believe in myself, to adjust that thought to then do, to then actually believe in myself. And it isn't, I'm going to make $10 million. No, I'm not. Yes, I am going to make $10 million. It is, I don't know if I don't know if I can do X. I don't know if I can make $10 million. And I catch myself and say, I believe in myself. I believe in myself. And that's the foundation. So it's, so much of content right now focuses on lists, listicles, 5 things, 3 things, a sort of sandwich or a charcuterie board of information for you to ingest. And it's amazing. And I'm never going to stop people from doing that. However, I think we have to address that sometimes thinking about just one thing is important. And then you can build on that. It is starting with, for me, the foundation of believing in myself. Because then if I believe in myself that I can do whatever I set my mind to, then the next step is wondering what, getting clear on what that is. And then from there, it's just the continual building of how to get that. And then that how is where I think the flexibility can really come into play for me. And I hope for you too. But that's it. I think that's all I got. Yeah. Thanks for watching. You're super cool. And you can do it. I don't know what it is, but you're going to do it. And it's going to be super cool. And then you're going to tell me about it. And I'm going to be like, what? You did that? Yeah, you did. Ooh, and then we'll like bump chests. Yeah. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. I love you.